Good evening and welcome to our Planning Commission public hearing for the Comprehensive Plan Amendments. We will get started. I'll call the meeting to order, but let's just please, if you could join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I will call our meeting to order, and I'll turn over to Philip Westbrook from our Community Development Group to get us started. Thank you, Philip.
All right. Thank you. Good evening and Happy New Year. I hope the New Year has been good to you so far, and I hope it continues for the next 11, 12 months. So I'm Philip Westbrook, Senior Planner with Cobb County Community Development. I'm here tonight to facilitate our Comprehensive Plan Amendments annual update process. Just a little bit of background before we get started is the Georgia Planning Act of 1989 established comprehensive planning activities throughout the state. As part of those activities, it includes creating and maintaining a comprehensive plan, future land use plan. For those that don't know, the comprehensive plan and future land use plan is basically a long-range guiding document that helps the county grow in a proper way, and it is usually vetted, and through the updates, it is vetted through the community, so it's a community document that looks forward 20, 30 years. As part of the maintenance of that comprehensive plan, the county is required to update the plan every 5 and 10 years. Those are major updates, but Cobb County has also updated on an annual basis. And that is what we are here tonight. This is our annual update. This is something that we've been doing, at least as far as I've been here, for 20 years, updating our annual future land use plan and comprehensive plan. This is not unique. Let's see. But tonight, this is the first of 2 public hearings. This is the Planning Commission, which is a recommending body, and then we will also meet on January 20th with the Board of Commissioners for the actual deciding factor. So moving along here. So for the agenda tonight, we have 2 types of amendments. We have zoning decisions and commission proposals. The zoning decisions are basically cases where over a course of a 12-month period beginning October of 2024 to October of 2025, where the Board of Commissioners had approved a rezoning that was incompatible with our future land use map. There are 6 cases this year under our zoning decisions. They're all in District 2, and we always like to bring those up in our annual amendment process to update the future land use to be compatible with the zoning. The commission proposals are proposals that have been vetted with the commissioner through meetings with the commissioners. The 3 that we have this year are pretty light on a normal year. These are mainly reactionary changes where the use has already been established and we're just changing the future land use, pretty much like the zoning, changing the future land use to be more compatible with the zoning that is there. For the commission proposals, we have erected signs in those areas to notify the community of the public hearing and what is going on, as well as we have sent out letters to the property owners in those areas to notify them of the proposed changes and provide them opportunities for feedback. Let's see. One important note I want to stress before we get started is the difference between future land use, comprehensive plan, and the zoning ordinance. The zoning ordinance, it is regulation. The property that is being used must be within the zoning that is allowed, unless of your grandfather clauses and so forth. But the future land use and the comprehensive plan is strictly just a guideline for growth and development. It is just a tool for the elected officials and for staff and for the Planning Commission to help them make a decision on what a particular use should be. So just summarize, zoning is regulation, comprehensive plan, future land use is just a guide. It does not impact the zoning of the property, it does not impact tax assessment, and it does not impact property values. And so with that, I think we can get started, and I believe just so that we keep everybody on the same page, kind of go through the process of how we're going to go through this, this meeting tonight. What I'll do is I will go through, I'll start with the zoning decisions, I'll go through each case, I'll read off each case, and after I read each case, Chair, if you would ask anybody in the audience if they would like to speak for or against, to raise their hand. If they raise their hand, we'll set that case off to the side. We'll continue moving forward after we read all the cases, all the ZDs. You, the board, will vote on the cases that did not have any speakers. And then after that vote, we will reread the cases that did have speakers. And we'll vote on that, or you guys will vote on those individually. And of course, we'll finish up with the zoning decisions and move to the commission proposals and go through the same process. So with that, I think we're good unless there's any questions. All right, so I think we're good to go. We'll start off with ZD1. ZD1 is based on zoning case Z55 from November of 2024. It is in Commission District 2. The existing future land use is Community Activity Center, and the proposed future land use is medium-density residential. The site is located on the northwest corner of South Cobb Drive and Waldrop Circle, north of Dink Lane.
Thank you, Philip. Is there anyone here that would like to make a public comment on ZD1? Okay. There's no one. Thank you.
All right. ZD2 is based on zoning case Z60 from November of 2024. It is in Commission District 2. The existing future land use is Community Activity Center, and the proposed future land use is medium-density residential. The site is located on the west side of Bells Ferry Road, north of Turner Road.
All right, anyone would like to make a public comment on ZD2? Okay, no one would like to make a comment. Thank you.
Okay, ZD3 is based on zoning case Z5 from March of 2025. It is in Commission District 2. The existing future land use is industrial compatible, and the proposed future land use is Neighborhood Activity Center. The site is located on the southwest corner of West Atlanta Street and Oak Ridge Drive.
All right, anyone here would like to make a comment on ZD3? Okay, no one.
ZD4 is based on zoning case Z6 from April 2025. It is in Commission District 2. The existing future land use is Community Activity Center, and the proposed future land use is medium-density residential. The site is located on the east side of Dogwood Drive, east of Nakoma Street.
Anybody here would like to make a public comment on ZD4? Okay, no comments.
ZD5 is based on zoning case Z13 from July 2025. It is in Commission District 2. The existing future land use is Regional Activity Center with a subcategory retail services, and the proposed future land use is Regional Activity Center with subcategory high-density residential. The site is located on the southwest side of Cobb Parkway, northwest of Riverview Parkway.
All right, anyone here to make a public comment on ZD5? Okay, no comments.
And ZD6 is based on zoning case Z16 from August 2025. It is in Commission District 2. The existing future land use is Community Activity Center, and the proposed future land use is medium-density residential. The site is located on the south side of Rebecca Drive, west of Pear Street.
Okay, anyone here to make a public comment for ZD6? ZD6. Okay, no comments there.
Okay, that concludes our zoning decisions this year, 6 zoning decisions, so I'll leave it up, leave it up to y'all.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to,
Do we need to make a motion first, or can we question staff? Just a little bit?
absolutely, we can certainly question staff, so.
Okay. So we had a discussion, a work session before this tonight regarding ZD3, and that's the only case of concern. And the concern we had was given the past issues around Dobbins with concerns about the potential for residential development anywhere near the airstrip. Can you comment on those concerns as they relate to what could be done housing-wise within a NAC?
Okay, the Neighborhood Activity Center, as far as a future land use category, does not, well, I think there are 2 residential zoned categories that are compatible within the Neighborhood Activity Center. Both of those categories are sort of a mixed use category, UVC and PVC. And I believe there might be some acreage requirements that this site probably does not meet. But as far as outside of that, the Neighborhood Activity Center is strictly a commercial future land use category. It's our least intense commercial use. But considering the area in Dobbins and the industrial compatible that's surrounding it, either the Neighborhood Activity Center or the industrial compatible would be a fitting future land use for this area.
So you're saying this is a close, the categorization for the future, this is still a close question to you rather than being overwhelmingly one or the other?
Correct.
Okay. Do you have, but nevertheless, the recommendation was to make the change?
I believe the recommendation was probably not to make the change.
Okay.
We are presenting it because there was an incompatibility, but from a staff perspective and from a planning perspective, it makes more sense to keep it industrial compatible.
Okay. Well, all right. So Madam Chair, my motion would be that we recommend approval of ZD 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, but recommend denial of ZD 3. And as an alternative, it would be to at least put some note out there that if we were to have this go into a NAC, to not utilize this for residential uses.
Okay. Any further discussion, comments? Or entertain a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Just to make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4 recommended approval. Is that correct? There was one
Yeah,
additional one, is that right?
So my motion was to recommend approval of 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and
4.
recommend denial of 3.
Okay. All right, we had a second from Commissioner Dance. Any discussion? All right, call the
I
question.
think before we,
Yes.
if I could, can you give me some more context regarding your recommendation for 3? I'm trying to understand your,
So I think, based upon the comment from staff tonight, I think staff is actually more comfortable with this remaining industrial compatible, and I'd certainly be, just given the issues that came up a few years back regarding some residential around Dobbins. Yeah.
understood, thank you.
Any further discussion? All right, call the question. And it passes 4-0 to recommend approval for ZD 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6, and recommend denial for ZD 3. Thank you very much, Philip. You may proceed.
All right. Our last set of proposals here is our commission proposals. We'll start with CP 3-1. Is in Commission District 3 and proposes to change the future land use from public institutional to low-density residential. The site is located on the north side corner of Shallowford Road and Wesley Chapel Road.
Okay, anyone here for public comment for CP 3-1? Please raise your hands again. Okay, we have I believe, two people here for public comment for that one.
All right.
Okay?
So we'll set that one off to the
All
side.
right, we'll sit that to the side.
CP 3-2 is in Commission District 3 and proposes the change to change the future land use from low-density residential to public institutional. The site is located at the terminus of Glenda Lane, south of Sewell Mill Road.
Okay, anyone here for public comments on CP 3-2? CP 3-2. Okay, no comments.
And CP 3-3 is in Commission District 3 and proposes to change the future land use from public institutional to low-density residential. The site is located on the south side of Sewell Mill Road at Spindlewood Drive.
Okay, anyone here for public comments on CP 3-3? CP 3-3. Okay, no comments for that one either?
Okay, that concludes our commission proposals.
Okay. All right, for the Planning Commission, we do have two with no comment, CP 3-2 and CP 3-3. So of course, we can open it up for discussion, questions of staff, or even a motion. And I will just say, of course, this is in District 3, so if Commissioner Dance would like to lead any further discussion on it, please do.
I will move for approval of CP 3-2 and CP 3-3.
I second.
All right, we have a second from Commissioner Massey. Any discussion? Okay. Call the question. And it passes 4-0 for a recommendation for approval for CP 3-2 and CP 3-3. Okay,
All right.
so let's go back to CP 3-1.
Okay. CP 3-1. Commission District 3 and proposes to change the future land use from public institutional to low-density residential. The site is located on the north side corner of Shallowford Road and Wesley Chapel Road.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I guess now we can entertain the public comments that would like to be made. We have a total of 3 minutes per.
3 minutes per, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3 minutes, and they need to be sworn in if they have not.
I don't believe they have been, so,
I can do so if you want me to, Mandy.
okay. So everyone that would like to make public comments on CP 3-1, you would need to be sworn in. Just please make your way up to the front to be sworn in, and then you will have a total of 3 minutes to state any comments you'd like to share.
But I don't think I have questions about this.
Okay. Ma'am, if you could come up to the podium there, to the mic, if you could state your name just for the record. I know you said you just have a question, but we want to make sure your question gets answered, so welcome.
Thank you. I'm Jen Bimmerly. I think that I thought this was more about the light at Shallowford and Wesley Chapel that has ruined my life. Yeah. That guy too? So, I don't understand, is this within the townhouses? They're just,
And just to make sure I heard you correctly, you said you were thinking this was involving a light, like a street light?
yeah, so they added a no turn on red, and then
Oh, a
these
turn.
signs popped up, so it's terrible.
Okay, this is not anything to do with the lights. That would be our Department of Transportation. This is strictly a change on the future land use from public institutional. This site actually used to be a church site.
Yeah.
And which is the reason why on our future land use, it was designated as public institutional. Now it's RSL or RSL residential development, and we are changing the future land use to be compatible with what's on the ground there, the low-density residential.
I don't care. You,
Well, thank you for coming anyway. I would say Department of Transportation probably is who you'd like to contact to
That
get
is
more
Department of
information on that. Hold on excuse me, sir. If you don't mind, please be sworn in and just come up to has he been sworn in? Okay. If you don't mind, yeah, we just want to make sure that we get everything on record. If you could just come to, my apologies, thank you.
No,
Just
it's okay.
state your name, please, for the
My name is
record.
Fotio Sutras. I just purchased a house on the corner of All Point Drive there, which is right on that yellow corner there. And so I saw the signs and just wanted to understand too, being new to.
Absolutely.
We're from New York, so it's very different. So this meeting has nothing, there's no new construction going on. You're just changing the zoning for future development. Nothing that would affect us in the foreseeable future.
So just for clarity, this is not specific to the zoning. This is specific to the land use, which is just guidance. It's not an ordinance, it's not a regulatory change. It really is just our planning and guidance to say, what would that particular portion of property be, in a sense, designated for planning purposes. So that's what this is really in reference to, and please, Philip, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you'd like to add to that, but it would not be specific to any new development or developments going on in that.
No, if you can't take that light down, we're good. Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
Thank you. And I would say, since you went through the trouble of making your way here, if a staff member could take this on to forward their contact information to the Department of Transportation, and just so someone could follow back up with them, I think that'd be appreciated. Okay. Thank you very much for that. I got to go see
No,
this
that's
light. But well, we appreciate your engagement nevertheless, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
All right.
So Philip? Yes?
Yes, so that concludes our 2026 Comprehensive Plan amendments. We will be meeting again January 20th at 9 a.m. With the Board of Commissioners to go through the same process and for the final action.
Okay, so with that, I will turn it over to Commissioner Dance, since this is in District 3 for CP31.
I move to approve CP3-1.
Second.
Okay, we have a second from Commissioner Massey. Any discussion? Call the question. Passes 4-0 to recommend approval for CP31.
All
Okay.
right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Philip, and for your education and guidance through this. We appreciate it. If there's no further discussion, then I think we are adjourned. All right, have a good evening.
Thank you.